Thank you for joining me today, Serena and Joseph. As you know, my name is Elizabeth Brown. I'm the program manager with Catalyst at Health 2.0. And to everyone watching this, Serena and Joseph are from CovidSMS. They are one of the winners of our Robert Wood Johnson Foundation Emergency Response for the General Public Innovation Challenge. They were newly crowned a few weeks ago, and we are excited to check in with them and hear how things have been going and do a kind of little quick recap. So I'm going to jump right into the questions if that's okay with the both of you.
Yeah.
So I guess the first thing is if you wouldn't mind just introducing yourselves and CovidSMS.
Yeah, of course. We are so excited and so grateful to be able to receive the support. I'm Serena. I am a fourth-year student at Johns Hopkins studying public health.
I'm Joseph. I'm a fourth-year biology student at the University of Southern California.
And just going more into CovidSMS in general, CovidSMS is a text messaging platform that allows community leaders and city officials to directly communicate with their community. We found that from our background in community service and working really intimately with vulnerable communities and populations, during the pandemic, people were falling through the cracks. They weren't being able to receive any information that you and I could probably easily look up on the internet. And so our team found that the most accessible form of communication was text messaging. And so what we do right now is we work directly with community leaders and city officials, and we create customized phone numbers for them with different functionalities and different information on the phone numbers that will best serve the needs of their community.
Wow, that sounds great. And it sounds like it's really had a huge impact. For the those watching this who don't know, the way the submissions were evaluated was we brought in industry experts who evaluated based on impact, user experience, innovation, creatability, scalability, and then the strength of the presentation itself. So, you have the backing of those same judges who really believe in the impact and are excited to see it moving forward. So you kind of already answered one of my other questions, which was about the inspiration and the idea for the submission. So to avoid repetition on that, I'm gonna, I guess, skip to the next question, which is about how you feel your company and your product grew and benefited from being in the challenge and through the RWJF Emergency Response Innovation Challenge.
Yeah, so I think firstly, it really helped improve our pitch skills for a healthcare product. Being a team of college students going into this competition, we had to learn a lot of things on the fly. And especially the coaching sessions from you guys were extremely helpful. I think each time we came away with pages of notes on how to improve for the next time. And that kind of education we could only get by participating in a competition rather than just learning through our own resources. And I think secondly, it really helped us optimize our own product, because going through and taking critique from judges and taking critique from coaches, we were able to improve how we deliver our service to users. So not only was it beneficial for us as students to learn about how to develop this product, it helped our users at the end of the day because we were able to apply what we learned from this competition.
Great, and I know that obviously you've received or should be receiving about, I think it's $17,500 or $18,500 that will help build this product even further. So I'm curious as to where you see how you kind of already answered how your product's impacting the general public now, but I'm curious as to how you see it, your company growing and building going forward, and how you see CovidSMS expanding following your success in this challenge.
I think the most immediate thing that comes to mind is recognizing that this digital divide was present before the pandemic. Low-income Americans have perpetually not had access to internet or computer or technology in the same way that a lot of us have the luxury of having. And it has only been exacerbated by the pandemic. These gaps in these communities have only been really highlighted and illuminated due to COVID-19, and unfortunately, they will continue to exist even after the pandemic. And so recognizing that we have created a communication platform that will exist even beyond COVID and the information that's necessary for COVID, creating these networks and creating this platform, this accessible platform, is really important in bridging the digital divide that currently exists.
Something that stood out to me from your pitch and from your application is you built this incredibly successful and impactful product, while also still juggling full-time classes and, trying to finish up school. And so how, I guess, do you see it, going forward with, getting the additional prize money and with graduating from your respective universities and classes?
Yeah, so I can at least answer the prize money portion first. We'll be putting that towards a lot of internal infrastructure so we can sustain our partnerships going into the competition. And it was in our pitch. We've always been, working off a lot less funding than I think a lot of other startups do. So the money from this competition was so helpful for us because we can now tackle a lot of internal things that we wanted to do for a while. And secondly, we're working on making our product more accessible for nonprofit organizations that have been really stretched thin during the pandemic. We want to partner with the most vulnerable populations, the organizations that need it the most, that are critical to their communities. But during the pandemic, donations have fallen. It's a lot more difficult for them to get their own funding and create their own infrastructure. So we want to make our product as optimal as possible and as accessible as possible for organizations that otherwise wouldn't be able to have a communication platform with their clients.
Well, I'm certainly, speaking on behalf of Catalyst and myself, I'm really excited and looking forward to hearing more about CovidSMS and about your growth and development. And I'm sure we're going to be hearing some exciting news and I think you have a lot to look forward to, and we're excited to be able to help in that. So thank you both so much for joining us. And again, this is CovidSMS and Joseph King and Serena Wang from CovidSMS. So thank you all for joining in.